What's up guys, Ranger here, and I'm back with another episode of MLP, which is the 8th episode. The 8th episode. I'm wondering now if I said the 6th episode in the last one, so I apologize if I did. I goofed. Did I? 7. Okay. If I said the 6th episode, I apologize. I apologize for that if I said the name of the number of the wrong episode in the last episode. Hopefully I didn't. But getting back on track, this is the holiday-based episode, the Christmas episode, which is a Hearths Warming Tail. Yeah, a Hearths Warming Tail. That's pretty. I love how that they titled the end of it. And this is a holiday-based episode. And I'm waiting for the episodes to freaking load. Dang it. Jeez, would you load? Okay, now that it's finally started loading, start the video in 3, 2, 1, click. Oh boy, the Christmas episode. Oh! Wow, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh! Oh no! Holiday song. Christmas song. Aw, that's cute. Octavia! Oh, Flipshell looks adorable. Oh, that's adorable. Oh my gosh, a whole year since the last time. Hey, Blossom Forth! Very much! Colgate! Raindrops! Derpy! Oh, Derpy! Don't let that break. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, Derpy. Of course, all that works. Oh, Derpster. Starlight.
Hey, Starlight. Ready to celebrate your first Hearths Warming Eve here in Ponyville? I was thinking I might just skip it.
Okay. Hang on, let me adjust my volume a smidge. There we go. Okay. I love this episode already. I love this being a Christmas episode. The only thing is, wow, they released this very early. But yes, it's so great to finally see another Christmas episode. It's so great to finally see another Christmas episode, or Hearthwarming episode, and I love it. The song was beautiful, and we got to see Octavia, we got to see Derpy. It was adorable.
Skip Hearthwarming Eve? I just find it all a little silly. It's mostly a day dedicated to presents and candy, isn't it? And why would you deny yourself presents and candy? That's crazy talk. I think what
this is a great
Hearthwarming is about
perspective on the commercialism of the holiday.
Family when we celebrate a very important day in Equestria's history. I think to most ponies, it's just an excuse for silly songs and fun, not a day to remember some old story. Maybe you just haven't heard the right Hearthwarming Eve story yet. Earth ponies, Pegasi, and unicorns sing songs around a hearth to fight back an eternal winter caused by the mythical Wendigos. Every foal in Philly knows that story. Not that one. My favorite holiday story. A Hearths Warming Tail. Ooh, I love that one!
Okay.
This is the story of a powerful unicorn named Snowfall Frost, who hated Hearths Warming Eve. It all began.
Oh my gosh! This is like, oh my gosh!
Every home in Canterlot was filled with holiday spirit.
Oh my gosh, this is
Every
like
home except one. It was said Snowfall that she was
this is a
almost
Christmas
as sad as
Carol.
Star Swirl the Bearded. Almost. Since every pony knows that Star Swirl was an expert at everything from transfiguration,
So she's the new Scrooge
dimensional
McDuck.
calibration, teleportation.
Or the new
awesome.
the new Scrooge,
Right.
Ebenezer.
The point is, Snowfall was also a powerful unicorn. She wanted to be perfect. Anything that got in the way of that was a waste of time.
Gold. This is like a Christmas
Well,
Carol.
that batch is ruined. Snow Dash! Snow Dash was Snowfall's loyal assistant. What do you need?
Get this mess cleaned up. Those foolish ponies were ringing those blasted bells outside the window, and I lost my concentration. Whoa, ponies actually enjoying Hearths Warming Eve. Where did they get that crazy idea? Today is nothing to celebrate. Hearths Warming Eve is a menace. A dangerous day for all of Equestria.
Dangerous? It's awesome! It's the day we remember how unicorns, Pegasi, and Earth ponies came together.
And Rainbow is supposed to be
The
Bob Cratchit.
Wendigos.
That silly legend is the problem. Telling every pony that singing songs and being nice will solve anything. I've spent years studying magic, and that's not how it works.
I think you might be missing the point.
Work hard, learn, and use your skills to better Equestria. That's a worthy goal for any pony. But by all means, if you want to go home early, ignore all of the
This
work
is
you
so
have
a Christmas
assembled.
Carol, and I love it. That's me at work every night.
I
Or every morning.
hate Hearths Warming Eve. All of Equestria would be better off if we just skipped the day altogether.
Octavia again.
Happy hearts warming, they say in
That's all Octavia. Oh, I love that look
Happy
for her.
hearts warming, they think they're so sweet.
Words said so often that they lack any meaning. Why should I join in when I could be intervening? Every pony loves this cursed holiday, but would they be better off with it out of the way?
Okay, I love this.
Well, okay.
Oh man, I love this. Man, we haven't seen anything like that since Cadence in season 2.
I'll erase it. The greatest gift that I give
Aw.
today, and every pony will have to face it. No more little games for you to play.
I love the song here.
After you say goodbye to the holiday. Goodbye, Hearths Warming. You had a good run. Goodbye, Hearths Warming. It's over. You're done. Finally,
I love the music. I love.
celebrations. No need to reply
Oh.
to your trite invitations. Calendar shorter by a single day. Is my magic up to the test? Time to see.
Can that actually be done?
Can't delay. Say goodbye to the holiday. Prepare the spell, no hesitation. All memories shall fade away. See Equestria's new transformation.
The Wendigos. Oh man, I love this.
Happy hearts warming.
Oh man, that's awesome. Again, we still have the anthropomorphic concept of a pony standing on their hind legs. I'm glad they're doing that more. Oh, I love that!
Once the
Okay.
spell is cast, all of
Starlight
Equestria will
is
be better
now
off.
my
And
second
they'll
favorite
have me to
Scrooge.
thank
She is
for
right
it.
behind Scrooge McDuck.
Wait a minute. Snowfall doesn't like Hearths Warming Eve, so she decides to cast a spell to get rid of it altogether? That seems a little extreme.
Welcome to the internet!
Pony who try to make every pony the same by replacing their cutie marks with equal signs.
I think what Spike is trying to say is that every pony has
That's the
their
nature of the
reasons
internet.
for
Some
doing
people
things.
don't like it. They want to
Even
eliminate it all
Snowfall.
altogether. Welcome
And
to
by
the internet,
continuing
Starlight.
the story, we might just find out what they are.
Welcome to real life.
Proceed.
Snowfall was all set to cast her spell that would erase Hearths Warming Eve for all
Now I
time.
want some hot
But a
chocolate
voice
with a
from
marshmallow.
Hearth caught her attention.
You sure you want to go through with this?
The ghost of Christmas past.
The spirit
Oh!
of Hearths Warming past. That's
Yep! I called it! Oh,
You
wow.
and me
I
have
love
got to
that.
have us a little chat. A spirit? I didn't cast
I
any
love
spirit
this!
summoning spell. What are you doing here? You don't think a spell like that would get by without some powerful forces noticing? You don't have attention, Snowfall.
that.
And
Of
we've
course,
got
the
some
cold
pretty
shield that
strong
comes with
opinions
the
on this
spiritual
spell of yours.
presence.
We? They'll be along in a bit. For now,
I'm so glad they did
it's
the
you
research
and
on
me.
that.
Let's get a move on. We got a ton to see and barely any time to see it.
The hat!
Anywhere. I've got a spell to cast, and I don't need a history.
You need the
lesson about
cane.
Hearths Warming
So help me,
Tail.
you need the
We
cane.
aren't going to the past to learn about the holiday. We're going to learn about you.
Oh yeah! I love this! I love this episode! I'm having flashbacks so much to Mickey's
As a
Christmas
young
Carol.
thing, life sure is something. You go making choices large and
Oh, wow.
small. Always growing
Oh my gosh, I
up
love this background.
and playing this like dreaming. And
Now we need Charlie Brown.
big and tall. And every little bitty choice you make sends you down a path to who you are today. So let's take a little trip down memory lane and see just what the past has to
Aww!
Oh, look how cute you were. Looks like you're not too upset it's Hearths Warming Eve either. The seeds of
I love this.
they grow pretty fast. Just
Aw.
look at who you were back then. The seeds as they grow, look what they can show.
Who's going to be...
Time and again.
I'm trying to think of who would fit the personality
Just
of...
what do you think you're doing,
Oh!
Snowfall?
Decorating the classroom
Death
for
Note.
Hearths Warming Eve, Professor Flintheart.
You said you wanted to learn to be a powerful unicorn, did you not?
I do.
And what is the way that one becomes a powerful unicorn?
Work hard, learn, and use your skills to better Equestria.
And how do these help you to learn magic?
I want to be strong enough to stop Wendigos and help ponies.
That's just a story we tell little ponies. Real magic takes time to learn. It's your choice. Spend your time learning to become a powerful unicorn.
And you died bitter and
Collect your
alone, didn't
toys
you?
And make nothing of yourself.
Yes, you did. You died old, bitter, and alone.
Words so careless, standing there, you don't know what to do. Feeling helpless, can't make it hurt less, so you go and change your point of view. And in that moment, though you didn't know it, your defenses set up walls you built to last, leading to the pony you become today.
She threw away her old sense of self. Dang. I'm glad again to hear Applejack sing. Man, I love this, and there's so much relatability here.
Spirit, what am I supposed to...
Huh? Pinkie!
It is I, the
Pet
spirit
present.
of Hearths Warming.
Oh, it's a candy, of course.
Don't you mean present like the time?
No! Toys, Hearths Warming doll. Here, want a cupcake?
Fine, presents. All of the pointless things that ponies waste their time on.
Oh, Snowfall. It's not what the gift is that matters. It's what the gift
Even the code!
means.
It's
Doesn't
like that.
mean anything. It's just
My
stuff.
gosh! It's
Exactly. Sometimes a cupcake means
He's
I
like the
love
giant.
You. Or a toy means
I mean,
hi,
she's
how
like-
you doing? And sometimes a book means you're me.
She's like the giant.
And
That was.
sometimes a scarf means well.
I thought it was an
scarf
arm at
usually
first. I
means
got kind of
that
freaked
one's
out there.
easy.
I don't
She's like the
understand
giant
anything you're
from
saying.
Pinky Sense. Oh my gosh, the first time using the Pinky Sense.
Spirit of Hearths Warming present sense is going off. That means a song is coming on.
She's like the giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk in Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Around you all the smells are truly well.
Hey, Dr. Who, hello.
Open up your heart, it will surround you.
Neon!
Of course,
I believe that was Neon Lights.
the little things that make it better.
Oh.
Pony spreading cheer. Give a toy a hug.
Oh, I love this episode. Octavia, man, I love that look for her.
Presents always filled with
Oh.
Sometimes the most important things are
Oh man.
at all.
I thought that was gonna be Tiny Tim.
What a party, there's so much to see here, can't believe you didn't want to see her, you'd have had a blast time.
Fluttershy.
See here, this is the spirit of heartwarming me.
Who is the ghost of Christmas?
This is living.
It's gotta be Twilight because Vinyl! Oh my arm! Vinyl! Octavia!
When you're
Yeah, sorry, I pulled my arm
each time you do it feels so
a couple days ago.
presents always
Oh man! Vinyl, and she had her glasses down.
spend time with ponies just like you and watch your spirits rise. The presents always filled with presents. Take a look around. The reason for the holiday is quite easily found. Yes, the reason for the holiday is quite easily found. The reason is to be with your friends.
Aw.
And the reason is to be with your friends.
That was adorable.
What? You know you're doing your Pinkie Pie voice, right? I was not. So, what happens next? Well, the party was
adorable.
late.
Can we take a quick break?
No.
I need to refill my cocoa.
Fine.
Fine. But hurry up, we're almost to the best part.
And the episode's ending. Good, that didn't take
I'm
long.
ready.
The party was in full swing.
Octavia.
Ash, hey, Mary. Whatever is the
Something on my
matter,
screen.
darling? Was it the eggnog? Oh, I knew I put in too much cinnamon.
Oh, no, the eggnog was awesome, Flutter Holly. I'm just mad at some pony who was complaining about how awful Hearths Warming Eve is.
I don't suppose that pony's name starts with snow and ends with frost.
She said Hearths Warming Eve is just an excuse to party, and we would all be better off spending time working to make Equestria a better place. What does Snowfall think a better Equestria looks like? Ponies working hard, learning, and using their abilities for the benefit of Equestria.
It looks like we've got everything on Snowfall's list right here. I think a perfect Equestria looks a lot like a Hearths Warming Eve party. Me too! Too bad it's going to be the last one ever!
Oh yeah. Twilight has
Spirit?
Discord. No, Discord has
What's
to
going
be
to happen?
the spirit of Christmas future. He has to be.
Who are you? I am the
Luna.
Hearths Warming yet to come.
Oh my gosh, that works.
Are you here to show me what future Hearths Warming
It's
Eves
not
are
Discord,
like?
but I totally accept
No,
Luna.
but there are no more Hearths Warming Eves for me to show.
Why not?
You will succeed in erasing the holiday as you wished.
And what happens?
Oh my. Luna's singing. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
I see days neither fun nor free. I see a future caused by you. I see a path not meant to be.
Oh my gosh, I love this song.
The future should be filled with magic. Dreams and
Oh.
wishes
Oh, that's adorable.
brought to life. But the days ahead are dark and tragic. No time for hope when all is strife. Whatever might have been, all the dreams that ponies share. Because of you, Snowfall frost. Now the future is a cold nightmare.
Indigos, they aren't real. It's just a little Billy story.
They are real.
all too real, Snowfall, and your actions will allow them to return. The future of Equestria shall be bathed in a blanket of eternal snow.
No, I never meant for this to happen. I didn't understand. I didn't see how important Hearths Warming Eve was. Please, Spirit, I haven't cast the spell yet. Is there still time? I'm sorry.
time.
Final! And she's talking!
Snowfall
Her mouth is
Frost?
moving!
I was hoping I wasn't too late for the party. I brought gifts. Thoughts?
Vinyl,
I
did
was
you scratch
wrong
the record?
earlier about Hearths Warming Eve. It's not all about singing and presents. The singing and presents are all about celebrating the ponies in our lives. The ponies we should listen to more often. Our friends. Wow. Dragon toenail. Thanks. I was in a hurry. I'll do that next time. You kidding? No one's ever given me dragon toenail before. It's awesome. Go get some eggnog.
And from then on, it was always said of all the Hearths Warming Eve celebrations, Snowfall's was the Hearths Warming Eve. The end. Well, that's it. Thanks for letting me read you the story. Guess you can call it a night. Spike and I are heading downstairs, and if you wanted to, you'd be welcome to join us. Welcome to the party. Happy Hearths Warming,
I see
Starlight.
Rose Luck there and
Happy
Dr.
Hearths
Who's.
Warming, Twilight.
Hearths Warming Eve is filled with presents, some take you by surprise. A story shared by your good friends that makes your spirits rise. Sometimes you just let go of the past, enjoy the present while it lasts. And really it's not that much to ask, with good friends by your side.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Derpy!
Now it's time to
Vinyl, Octavia! Okay, Vinyl isn't opening her mouth here. Glitter, Cloud Chaser. Aw. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. There is a lot to say about this episode. There is a lot to say about this episode. Okay, first off, I'm still waiting for the ending song here. First off, I love this episode. I absolutely love this episode. And there are lots, excuse me, of episodes, or TV shows rather, out there that, oh, I'm still wearing these. I can take those off now. There are lots of different variations of a Christmas Carol out there. Okay, now back with the review. Now, I absolutely love this. Now, there are several renditions out there of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And the most notable for me, and my most favorite interpretation, is Mickey's Christmas Carol. Now, that is the first rendition, that is the first variation, or that is the first version of A Christmas Carol that I was ever introduced to. Growing up, I watched that like every single Christmas. And it was, and still is, my most favorite version of A Christmas Carol. And this episode, quickly shot to second. I didn't have a second, but this is right behind Mickey's Christmas Carol in terms of my favorite version of A Christmas Carol. And I love how that they did it. I love how that they portrayed the characters, how that they did everything that they did in it. I love how that they portrayed the characters and how that they changed some of the things of the story to. I love how the changes, or rather, I love the changes that they made to make the episode more MLP based and still maintain the essence of the original Christmas story. I love how they did that, and I love the story. Now, as far as the story goes, it's very similar to that of a Christmas Carol, And so, basically, whenever I talk about that, I'm pretty much talking about the whole story as a whole. And so, you have Starlight Glimmer. She's not initially wanting to participate in Hearths Warming because she kind of feels that hits more commercialized, and it's not really that most ponies don't really focus on the real meaning of it. And she had the initial perception, of course, that the meaning was about the founding, or rather about all the ponies coming together, about the different, about all three of the different ponies. And so there is a lot of relatability to that, because I mean, what she said in regard to the holiday is a lot like how things are with Christmas. Some people do in fact make it way too commercialized, and some people do not take into consideration the truth of Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ. They don't take that into consideration. They just look at it like presents. That's all that there is to it. But there is more about the holiday. And I mean, me myself, I love seeing, like, whenever Christmas time comes around, I love the scenery. I love the serene setting of it. I love the beautiful Christmas decorations. I love seeing all the beautiful bright decorations that people have in their yards. I love seeing the Christmas specials on TV. I love hearing the Christmas music. And I love being able to decorate a Christmas tree and put it up, and being able, one of the things I loved doing before that I tried to do, I didn't get to do it very much, was whenever the tree was put up in the living room, I would try to, and this is actually, like, I tried to do this this past Christmas, actually. I would sleep on the couch, so that way I would be in front of the Christmas tree. I would be in the same room with it. And I know that may sound silly, but that's something that I wanted to do. And so, you know, it is very much true. Too many people make it way too commercialized, and you see it on, I mean, you do see it on TV, you see it in commercials and such. It's I mean, a lot of people, a lot of advertisements, a lot of the media make it more about the commercialism, about what they think that it is. And there are a few things out there that really do focus on the real meaning of it. And this right here is very much true for that. But so getting off of that, Starlight wasn't really sure about participating because she wasn't really sure about that she'd be celebrating it like that. But Twilight was able to open her eyes and tell her favorite Christmas story, which pretty much was a Christmas carol. And she was able to tell that story and open Starlight's eyes to a new version of the story. And she introduced her to someone else whom was very much like her in the story, that she hated the holiday. She hated it. And she did not agree with other people wanting to celebrate the holiday. And so Twilight was able to show her a different side. And one thing that I have to mention whenever I said that about the internet was whenever Twilight, I mean, pretty much what Starlight there said about she doesn't like the holiday, so she wants to get rid of it. That's a plain and simple, short and sweet version of real life. Too many people right now in regards to things that, I mean, we've seen it before, you've read about it before, you've heard about it before. If there's something somebody doesn't like, they want to eliminate it completely. They don't have the mentality, well, I don't like it, but that's okay if you do. I'm totally cool with that. No, it's like, I don't like this, so you shouldn't either. I don't like this, so it should not exist whatsoever. And too many people have that mentality. I don't have that mentality, I can assure you that. There are things that I don't like, but you will never see me complaining about them. You will never see me ranting about them. But some people, they're just like, I don't like this, so this shouldn't exist, or I don't like this, so you shouldn't like it, otherwise you're not my friend. We've seen this before. It's bull. It's complete and utter bull. And so, here, I mean, like I said, that's why I said, welcome to the internet, welcome to real life, because, again, that's exactly what happens. But it was comical that they put that there. I don't know if the writers put that in there intentionally, but if it was put in there intentionally or just ironically by coincidence, but either way, it was genius. And I know, some people that hear that, they're going to think about the same thing that I did. And again, I love the changes that they made with the characters. And I was wondering about which character was going to play who. I think Applejack was the perfect representation of the ghost of Christmas past, or the spirit of holiday past. But well, the spirit of Christmas past, because of her down-to-earth, more in tune with nature persona, with her personality. And so I think that, where Applejack is more of the character that is more akin to family and home, I think she was the perfect representation. I really think that. And I think Pinkie was the perfect representation of the ghost of Christmas present. Because, again, I'm thinking about... there were changes, though. In the initial story, the ghost of Christmas... the ghost of Christmas past was Scrooge... was Ebenezer's old business partner, Jacob Marley. Sorry, I just looked up real quick. Jacob Marley. I apologize. Jacob Marley. But we got to... it was really... Applejack wasn't that. Which then again, I can understand that, they didn't make it that way. And I'm glad that they didn't. Pinkie was a perfect representation of the ghost of Christmas present. And thinking back to Mickey's Christmas Carol, the giant, how he was dressed and everything, how his personality was, very similar to that. And I loved how that they did her, how that she worked in that. And I also think Luna was a great choice for the ghost of Christmas future. Now, initially I said Discord, but I still think Discord would have worked. But at the same time, while I think Discord also would have really worked, I don't think Discord exactly would have worked to the degree that Luna did. Discord's the kind of guy that he loves chaos, and so he would have been having more fun with it, and so it would have he would have been probably having more fun with messing with Starlight, and so it would have taken out some of the essence of the fear, of the drama in that moment, of the direness of that situation. And if he had been more portrayed more as a bit darker, it would have been not so much within his character zone. It would have been not so much within within his character. And so while he would have looked great that way, as far as the writing for his character, it wouldn't have really worked. There wouldn't have been the correct balance for it. For it to actually work out. Now, Luna, on the other hand, while she is a good character, she was still, there has been moments where she was able to be portrayed as a bit of a dark, ominous character. And so I really think that worked perfectly in her favor here because of the whole night setting and her being the princess of the night. It really worked with her persona. And so it just fit. And so I love how that they did that. And again, I love the story of Starlight being more, she became more accepting, and she began to roll with it, and she was able to she realized, of course, that the meaning of the holiday, the meaning of Hearths Warming, was about being able to spend the holiday with your friends, with the ones that you held dear. And this was, I think she realized that, this is the first time in a long time that she was able, the first time in a long time that she was able to actually spend the holiday with a friend. And so, I think it was really cool. And, I think it was really beautiful how that they did that. And she just, Twilight still gave her the choice. She didn't force it on her. She said, "You're welcome to join us." And Twilight was okay. And, she was okay with it. And she just told Starlight, "You're welcome to join us." I love how she didn't force it on her. And how Starlight decided to join. And she began to have fun. And she began to see that, that the important thing, was to be with the ones that you held dear and enjoy that moment. celebrate the holiday, celebrate that friendship, celebrate being able to be together. And so I love how that they did that, and I love how that I love how every single element with the characters, how every moment with the characters in the story fit. There was so many little things. And like there was adorable moments, like whenever Starlight, like she was like swinging her foreleg, and she's like, "So what happens next?" I mean, you could tell that she was interested. Like she didn't want to say, "Tell me." She was just like, "So what happens?" Like, you know, like sort of sunder, or I probably pronounced it incorrectly. But another thing. I mean, and so I love this. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite episodes. And another thing also is I'm so glad that they did do another Christmas episode, because, like I said once before, is too many times, be it an animated show or a live action show, too many times whenever a show is brand new, whenever it's just come out, they'll do a holiday episode on it. They'll do a Christmas episode, a Halloween episode, maybe a Thanksgiving episode, maybe a Valentine's Day episode, depending on what it is. And then that's it. Through the rest of the show's run, they typically, most of the time, 90% of the time, they never do any more. And every single year they rerun the same episode over and over again. And in some ways it works, but for me, I don't really think it does, because there are changes that happens before, and you know, there are new episodes that comes out, and so they repeat the same holiday episode over and over again. And while I know that some things are timeless, like Miracle on 34th Street, Christmas Story, how The Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Mickey's Christmas Carol and such, just to name a few. Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Jack Frost, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, all those films. They are timeless, and you know, you can never get tired of watching them. But those are pretty much one-off things. Those are one-off things. I'm talking about the holiday-based episodes within shows, within programs on TV that air. And again, like I said, most only do one episode. There's been other shows. Danny Phantom, they only did one Christmas episode. SpongeBob, I think they just did one Christmas episode. And there's others as well. I'm sure some of you can name off other things as well. They just did like one Christmas episode. And I mean, in a way it works, but it's typical. You know, whenever a show first comes on, they do the holiday episode. And then after that, they move forward with the show. They never do a holiday-based episode again, typically. And then, no matter what happens later on, no matter what things transpire later on in the episode, no matter what happens in the seasons later on down the line, how the characters change, develop, mature, whatever, they just continue. And I think it would be cool to see myself more holiday-based episode. And so to see a brand new one focusing on the development. Showing a full year. A full year has passed, the development that has happened so far, the things, how the characters, the things that the characters have learned, the things that has happened between them, the things that has happened with them, the new friends that they met along the way. It shows that development, and it continues that continuity. And so I'm really, really glad that they did that. And to be honest, I think that this episode was perfect for it. To base it off of A Christmas Carol, I love it. It was so cute. It was so fun. And I love it. This was a very beautiful episode. And there was, again, so many things in it. And I love it. I love the story. I love it so much. And then there's many other things to talk about. A friend of mine also told me that I need to watch this episode because Octavia and Vinyl are in it, and you get to see Vinyl with her shades down or off, showing her eye color. And you do. And so, again, let me get to that point here. Okay. Yeah, again, it's really cool to be able to see the characters there, and to be able to see that moment where, to be able to see Vinyl and Octavia just hanging out. And it was so cool to be able to see them there, and just, again, we finally get to see Vinyl again, and I don't think we did get to see her. And I love Octavia's look. I love that old, like, Victorian look for her. I love it. I do love her modern look, but I love this right here as well. And Vinyl didn't look any different. I mean, Vinyl didn't look any different, but then again, it's Vinyl. I can't imagine her changing her style. It just doesn't really seem like her character to change her style for that. So, again, it just worked for her. It just worked, actually, for her persona as it was. And I'm also really glad that, we get to see Octavia performing again. We get to see Vinyl, and again, we get to see Vinyl's eye color. And it's really cool. And her eye color is still magenta. Her eye color is still magenta, which, again, I really like. I know, whenever whenever the first time we saw her eyes like that, people debated. Most people perceived it to be red. Other people perceived it to be the same color of Rainbow's eyes. And then we got another episode that showed her eye color. And then in Slice of Life, her shades come down again to show her eye color. And personally, I like her eye color the way that it is. I like her eye color the same color as Rainbow's, honestly. And so, again, my friend told me, watch this because you're going to love it. And, yeah, I freaked out. Only thing is, like I said, I was in pain with my left arm because I either pulled a muscle or have a pinched nerve in my left arm right now. And so to move it up, it hurts like crap. There's a pain that shoots from my shoulder here all the way down to here in my arm, and it hurts. And so whenever I move it up, it hurts. And so it kind of, that moment whenever I raise my arm, ow, it hurt. But so inconvenient for me on that one. But again, we got to see that, and it was really cool to be able to see Vinyl and Octavia performing again, like friends and everything, to be able to see that. It was really cute. It was really cool. And then Twilight's just singing like Pinkie. That was so cute. That was adorkable. And again, Starlight Glimmer, just that moment, her wanting to read again. It was really cute. It was really cute. And then it was, again, I loved how that it just fit with every single one of the characters. I love the outfits that they gave the characters and how that it fit their characters and how that they designed the characters' looks for this. While the characters' looks some of the characters' looks didn't exactly change, it still fit them, and I love how that they did that. I love each of the characters' designs. I love that, like, Victorian style look for them. It honestly suits them. It looks great on them, and I don't know if they got, like, actual costume designers to design the outfits, and then they just animated them, but they did a fantastic job with that. I love it. Every single character's look here is just fantastic. And then we get to see one moment where Vinyl is talking to Octavia in this story. And so, when I first saw that, I freaked out because I'm like, ha, she does talk. She just doesn't talk in the show. And then whenever you get to the present and she doesn't speak, you see Octavia singing and Vinyl is just nodding her head. And so, again, I know that, again, it might go or fit some people's ideas that Vinyl is mute. And, like I said, I'm okay with her being mute or with her not. Again, so it could probably work either way. And I'm also going to talk about Derpy here shortly. But, one could probably also say, that Vinyl is just kind of like the quiet type. That, like in a crowd, that singing, she's not the kind to actually sing. And I'm kind of like that in a way. Like, if there's a big crowd and, like, they're singing or something, you don't really see, like, I'm not the kind of person to just, like, belt out, a song with it. I'm more the kind of person that just kind of hangs back, maybe not nods my head or something. That's me, so I can relate to that. And so it's understandable if that is the case. And I really love how that they did that with her. And I know some people, again, are like, she didn't speak, dang it, she didn't speak. But like I said, I think in a way, I think it's cool that it's pretty much left up to the fandom. whether she's mute or whether she can speak. Like I said it once before that I did a fan fiction where Vinyl was mute, and I forgot to mention then that I also did another story before that where Vinyl does talk, and it's still not finished, but you know, I did write a fan fiction where Vinyl does talk, and I wrote one where she doesn't, and so for me myself, I can roll with either one. My headcanon is that she can talk, she just doesn't do it very much. But we got to see that. And Derpy just derping it up, just being adorable little Derpy here. It was just adorable. It was so cute seeing Derpy just come in, and it was so adorable seeing Derpy come in and just flying around, and I mean just wearing that tree on the top of her head. I mean, it was so adorable, little Derpy. And then how she drops the ornament, and she's got the lights wrapped around her, and again, it's adorable. It just fits her. It's adorable. And then she decides, you know what? So, you know, since there's no light, I'm just going to be the star. And it's so cute. I love it. And technically, I mean, it's funny because Derpy is a star, and you can say, hey, she is the star. Like, she is a star. And so it's adorable. I love it. It was so cute, and it just fit her. I love it. It just, I mean, it was adorable. And then at the end, whenever Derpy is just like holding onto the tree, again, it's so freaking cute. It's so freaking cute how that they did that for her. And I mean, it just worked. Derpy didn't speak, but then again, she didn't have to. Same thing with Vinyl. Same thing with Octavia. You know, I mean, the roles just fit. I mean, it was just freaking adorable as it was. And Derpy's just holding onto the tree, just having fun, just derping it up. And it was so cute. I loved it. And we get to see the other background characters. We get to see Doctor Who's wearing a scarf that looks similar to the one that he wore in Slice of Life. We get to see other characters. We get to see Colgate. We get to see Blossom Forth come back. We get to see Rose or Rose Luck. Raindrops. Lyra and Bonbon, and Lyra's jump. I just now noticed that. Freak it. Lyra's doing the jump that she did in the other episode. Oh my gosh. I just now noticed that. Dang it. Again, this is one of those episodes where you have to watch it multiple times. I just now noticed that Lyra's like doing that same jump, and she's looking towards the screen. She knows we're watching her. She knows we're watching her. And again, I love that. That's, I mean, my gosh, little background. That's why you have to watch these episodes so many times, is because there's so much going on. Cloud Chaser and Flitter comes back. We get to see some adorableness with the characters. And like I said, I absolutely love this episode. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes. And as far as a Christmas episode, this is definitely one of my favorite Christmas episodes of any show, I have to say, because it just works. And again, the colorization, there's so many wonderful background scenes here with the characters. There's so many beautiful visual aesthetics with the background scene. I just noticed something else. The other stallion over on the side that has the same color hair as Rainbow Dash, that some of the fandom calls Rainbow Dad. I just now noticed that. He's there. Okay? And the other guy that I think is from the other character who's like the Ponyfied version of, I think the character from the big Lebowski, I think it is there. Lyra and Bonbon, and Thunderlane, and Button Mash I see over on the side. I see Button Mash, Amethyst Star, and I think Dinky. Okay, again, wow, there's so many background visual references here. But again, I freaking love this episode. It was wonderful. I loved it. It was great. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes. And the songs, oh yeah, the songs. This was a musical. Duh. Freaking duh. And I loved it. I know some people aren't too thrilled with the concept of a musical, but I really think that the songs were great in this. And every single one had meaning. They weren't just belted out randomly. Every single song had a meaning, had a really good tone, and it was talking about something. And so, I mean, my favorite, honestly, would have to be, the opening song, and Luna's song. I mean, oh my gosh, Luna's song. and Starlight's like villainous song, like I Am Scar from Lion King song. I mean, I love that. And then Pinkie song was, again, I mean, was fantastic as well. And the ending was also adorable. And I also really loved Applejack's song, again. And I know that some people may say that the songs weren't necessary for this episode. And one could, I mean, and that, I mean, yeah, that's true. They wouldn't have had to have put the songs into the episode. But, let me point something out. The songs worked. The songs worked. Typically, there are two kinds of songs that you will listen to. And we've all heard both. The first kind are the pretty much meaningless, pointless songs that are just talking about this or that. And they really have no meaning, they have no reference, they're just random songs, and they might be talking about an emotion or something, but it's like a fleeting, like one-time thing. I compare that to like the drinking songs. I compare that to like the country, some of the country. I compared that to like some of the country songs. The I'm going to drink a beer, or I'm in this bar, or my girlfriend left me, my wife left me, my truck left me, my dog left me, you know, that kind of thing. It's just like, I mean, it might be something relatable to some, but really, I mean, come on. And then there are songs that has meaning. They really capture an emotion. They really capture a moment, and they help to tell the story. And they help to tell the story while at the same time describing the characters, describing the character at that point, and describing a character's emotions and their feelings. Now, some really good examples of this are in Disney's Tarzan, Phil Collins' You'll Be in My Heart, and Son of Man, and in Disney's Hercules, I Won't Say I'm in Love, Go the Distance. You know, that's just a couple of examples. And like I said, these were the kind of songs, to me anyway, that had meaning. They helped to tell the story while not holding back the flow. They expressed what the character was feeling. They helped to tell the story. And I love the songs. I love them. I know some people won't, and that's fine. I know some people probably don't think this episode was really good, and that's fine. Me, myself, I really love this episode. I loved it. It was fun. It was adorable. It was funny. There's a lot of references, and I loved how that they did the MLP. Pardon me. I love how that they did the MLP version of A Christmas Carol. I love it. It fits so much. I freaking loved it. So again, to everybody that worked on this episode, Hasbro, DHX, everybody that worked on this episode, all the little things that you put in this episode. Again, there's so much in this episode. I absolutely love it. I cannot really discuss, and I mean, there's so much about the story, about how that they altered it for the initial story concept of A Christmas Carol, and worked into the MLP universe, and how that they fit every single character around it, and how every single character pretty much was in like one of the roles of that, in a sense. I loved how that they did it. It worked. It really worked for the characters. It just fit, and it was fantastic. It was a beautiful, heartwarming episode, and it was just gorgeous. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I freaking loved it. And so, again, to everybody that worked on this episode, thank you guys again so much for working on this episode, for doing this episode, for this episode. And I like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite episodes. And so again, to everybody that worked on this episode, thank you guys so much. This was a wonderful episode. And also to everybody that wanted me to watch this episode, again, thank you guys again for wanting me to watch it, and hope you guys enjoyed. And again, I want to hear what you thought about the episode as well, about the little gags, references and such, and possibly about some of the additional things that I said as well. So I want to hear again what you guys what you guys think. I can't talk. So again, thank you guys again. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.